Hi everyone, welcome back to Andrew Kids channel. Now it's time to do part 2 of our halal chicken char siew. Earlier on, I marinated my chicken char siew and I kept it in the fridge. It's been more than 2 hours already, and 1 hour before cooking I took it out to let it get to room temperature, and now we are ready to cook. So here's part 2, the cooking process. So first you need to heat up your wok. Make sure it's really hot. And then if you are not using any non-stick cookware, I suggest you just put a very thin layer of oil. I'm going to use tissue paper towel to oil my wok a little bit, so it won't really stick my chicken char siew. Okay, it's been preheating for about 5 minutes now, and we are ready to put in the chicken char siew. So what you're going to do is skin side down. I'm going to bring from my container to the wok, just like that. And the other piece, skin side down as well. I'm going to wash my hand a little bit. The marinating juice you don't throw away. You're going to use it later to make a little bit of the gravy. So now I'm going to put it on medium high, and we're not going to do anything to it yet. We're going to let it sizzle, let the skin part cook and color. We like to have a little bit of char on the skin side, so it gets a nicer look. So let it cook on one side first. For this size of chicken thigh, I think we're going to let it cook for about 3 minutes one side, and then we're going to flip it over and let it cook for another 3 minutes the other side. Okay, let it cook. My boys, they like to eat chicken char siew. I don't really do much of the gravy, so I'm going to do it dry and with just a little bit of gravy at the side. Check for color, not ready yet. It's smelling very nice. Okay, right now, because we use very little oil, it's starting to get a little bit charred or burn at the side of the wok. So I'm going to, I think it's about 3 minutes already. I'm going to flip it over the other side. There we go. See the color? Okay. Got some char there. Okay, so at this stage, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water. I think that's about at least about 100 ml or a bit more. So I've already charred the skin side, cook it halfway, and now I'm going to cook the bottom part, and with this I'm going to cook it on high heat, and I'm going to let the water reduce completely before I add the balanced marinade to make the sauce. on high heat right now. Just let it cook. It'll cook until the water is reduced. At this point, the goal is actually to cook the whole chicken so that it's fully cooked. Just let it be. So let's have a look at the gravy. So the remaining of the sauce, here I add a teaspoon of water, a teaspoon of corn flour, and a little bit of water. I just agak-agak only. I'm going to put it into the marinade. Give it a stir. The corn flour will help the gravy thicken up, and later I have a nice thick sauce. Let's keep this aside. I might need that later. Normally chicken thigh, they take longer to cook, so you have to make sure that you cook it enough so that you don't have any undercooked parts inside. Normally the thickest part of the thigh will be the ones that need more time to cook, so make sure that it gets direct heat and gets cooked fully. So it's still on high heat. As you can see, the water is slightly reduced already. So this is almost like braising the chicken. I think I may have put a little bit extra water, but it's okay. It's part of the home cooking process. You do have a little bit of home cooked characteristic there. Sometimes you put a little bit more, sometimes you put a little bit less. But as long as your family loves it, then it's okay. Okay, it's bubbling away. I think now I'm going to turn so that I can cook the other side of the chicken a little bit more. Part is quite cooked, so now it's the other side. Oh, by the way, if any of you wondering where are the chicken oysters, the chicken oysters in the chicken thigh is just over here. This we saw in MasterChef Australia some time ago. So in those fancy restaurants, they say chicken oysters, right? Is this one part of the thigh? It's considered quite juicy and nice, so that's the chicken oysters. I think it's just a classy name, like they just want to give it in a high-end restaurant. It's actually part of the chicken thigh. Okay, I can feel the water, the liquid is reducing already. Getting there. Okay, I'm going to turn it one more time so that I can get some color at the bottom part. You can see the char siu is getting nice color already. You can see from a different angle. There we go. Color looks beautiful. I think it's almost done. Let's press, check. Yep, it's pretty much cooked. It's been almost 5 minutes plus. and water is reducing already. I'm going to turn the heat down back to medium high instead of high. And I'm going to color the skin a little bit more. Reduce. Lower the heat to the lowest because I think it's ready. There. The color is beautiful. So liquid has all gone. What's left is just some chicken oil. It's part of the skin, the fat from the skin. And I think we are ready to put into our dish. I'm gonna put it this way. It's time to make the gravy. Okay, don't throw this. This is very useful. We still need to make the gravy. So just now I put in my cornstarch water and the balance of the marinade. Heat up high again. Cook the gravy on high heat. Okay, we're going to just stir it a little bit. Going to take in whatever caramelization that's on the wall. I believe those are all the sugars, the thick soy sauce, some seasoning, oyster sauce. Bring it to a boil. We need to really boil this a little bit because it was marinating with raw chicken just now, so make sure it's cooked properly. So now you have very thick, because of the corn pie, you have a thick gravy. Okay, don't reduce too much because it's going to continue reducing. Switch off the fire. And then next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to char siu here because I need extra hand today, so I'm going to put my strainer in between to strain the sauce because one hand I have to hold it long. All done. There you go. Halal char siu, chicken char siu. Come subscribe to Andrew Kids channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Bye. Happy cooking.